A lot of names in the top 10 have great days at Darlington. 2 that jump out, though. The 4 of Josh Berry out of Stewart-Haas Racing. Rodney Childers said on Twitter he had a great long-run car, and it proved to pay off. And the 51 of Justin Haley. Berry started 33rd, Justin Haley 28th. Let's take a look at their days overall.
Yeah, definitely. Just blue-collar days. All they did is these are fast race cars in the long run. Looking at this trend line, definitely all day, just working their way forward. Impressive, and really put themselves in position, both with solid top 10 finishes. 3rd place for Berry, first top 10 at Stewart-Haas.
Yeah, what I look for is a moment. You know, we talk about moments all the time, and I don't really see one. Never do I see a huge jump in positions, which I would attribute to strategy or maybe a wreck in front of them. But I also don't see any real big drop in positions. And when you look at Justin Haley, the purple line, what's really most impressive is he didn't get much work done on the first stage.
No.
I mean, this purple line is pretty flat, right? And then whatever they did at the end of stage 1 for adjustments, whatever he was feeling with his race car, then the trend does move north. And he kind of gets all the way up there. For Rick Ware Racing, this is a very good run. That's why they hired Justin Haley, is for the ability. Look, he's a really good road course racer. He's really good on the super speedways. We saw that in Xfinity. But I think Darlington, we always talk about, is kind of a driver's racetrack. As crew chiefs, we love to make the cars drive great. None of them drive great at Darlington. So at some point, the driver has to kind of just manipulate it through both ends of the racetrack. I think it's a tip of the hat to 2 drivers that could use a little boost on the year.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't say that they jumped it on pit road or cycled. It's just good, solid runs that are, drivers and cars put themselves in position.
And teams. Because these guys, as you get better, your pit crew gets under more scrutiny. They even held up when it was their turn.
Yeah, that's a very good point. But I thought Josh Berry, after the qualifying effort we saw, would you say 33rd? They talked about underdriving it, but you don't know where it's going to be, and they just drove forward. He made a comment afterwards, said 10 more laps, I think I got a shot at winning.
So Josh Berry's qualifying specifically, in my mind, is just how much we overlook how good these guys are. Josh Berry's a great race car driver. And he just flat totally missed it. Just didn't drive it hard enough. Noah Gragson drove it too hard.
Yes.
Had a little contact with the wall. But think about it. You just got out of a car in practice, had old tires on it. Now you're supposed to pick up a couple seconds.
Probably 3.
Yeah, that's a hard reference.
Yeah, and by the way, get all that, but don't step over the boundary and end up in the wall, because your teammate's going to start right next to you because he did that. So that's part of that whole rookie transition into learning these cars in Darlington. This is probably the hardest place to go from practice to qualifying because of how much commitment you've got to make lap time.